Welcome to Fluid Flow, a practice where the aim is to move continuously from posture to posture. When you're ready, we'll begin in a kneeling position. If this doesn't work for your body, by all means, please take any other seated position that works best for you. And then we'll start just by setting the mood, resting hands on thighs. Soften your eyes closed. Find your breath. And we'll pause here, taking a few moments just to collect ourselves. Take note of how the body's feeling, where needs more attention or more care today. And then begin to relax into yourself. Maybe you sit back slightly. Find that sense of softening, of letting go of the need to hold yourself. And from that place of calm that you've just cultivated, we'll begin our practice. Flicker your eyes open. Walk your hands forwards to come into tabletop. And coming up onto tented fingers around your spine and start to roll from side to side. You could exaggerate the movement by bending the elbows, sinking the chest low, rounding the spine high. Moving a few times in one direction. And then switching directions. The next time you roll to the left, plant the left hand, extend the right leg back, and reach your right arm up to find a balance. Lower the right foot down, lift up for a gate pose, creating a kickstand with the left leg. Bring hands to temples. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bend to the left and hold. Turn your chest down to the mat. Exhale. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, turn the chest down. One more time. Inhale to open the chest. Extend the arms, left hand plants. Pick up the right foot. Sweep the leg forwards to find a low lunge. Inhale to come up, staying in the twist. Tuck your back toes. Exhale, lower the right hand down. Left arm reaches overhead. Reaching through fingertips, lengthen the left side body. Doesn't need to be too extreme, we're still warming up. Lower the left hand down. Sweep the right leg back. Keep the leg lifted as you lower the right hand. Turn to face forwards. Bend elbows to the sides of your body, lower chest and chin. Like a snake, slither through to a baby cobra. Inhale, lifting your chest. Exhale, pressing back to tabletop. Come back to that rounded spine, roll to the right. Extend the left leg back, reach the left arm up, finding the balance. Lower the left foot down, come up to find gate. Create a kickstand with the right leg. Bring hands to temples, inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bend to your right. Hold for breath in. Exhale, turn the chest down, controlling the movement. Inhale, opening the chest. Exhale, turn. One more, inhale, open. Extend the arms, right hand comes back down. Sweep the left leg forwards to come into a low lunge. Staying in the twist, lift up with your inhale. Keep the back toes tucked for stability. Left hand comes back, right arm reaches overhead, lengthening the right side of the body. Hold for breath in. Exhale, right hand comes down. Sweep the left leg all the way back, finding your balance. Keep the leg lifted, lower the left hand, face forwards. Bend the elbows, lower chest and chin. And slither through to your cobra, holding this. Pausing a few breaths here. Relax the shoulders. Lower the chest back down. Press back up into tabletop. Extend the right leg back. Bend the knee and tap the knee to the right elbow. Extend the leg back up. Bend elbows, lower chest and chin. Push the floor away. Tap knee to elbow once more. Extend the leg. Lower chest and chin. Final time, press back up. Bring knee to elbow. Extend chest to chin. And lower down, slither into your cobra. Hold for breath in. Exhale, lower down, come back to tabletop, extending the left leg. Exhale, bring knee to elbow. Extend, lower chest and chin. Press back up. 2 more times at the pace of your breath. Finding that flow of breath and movement. On the final time, slither through to your cobra. Hold for an inhale. Then with your exhale, roll onto the tops of your feet, press up, and come through to downward facing dog. Take a few breaths to settle in here. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Ripple forwards, top of a high plank. Open into side plank on your left, lifting the right leg, bending the knee. Super slowly step the foot through to twisted lunge. Inhale, gazing up, reaching through right fingertips. Exhale, push off the mat. Spin open for warrior 2. Relax your shoulders, sink your hips. Flip the front palm, reach back to reverse. Exhale, warrior 2. Turn the back foot to face forwards, lower the left hand down. Right arm reaches up to come back to the twist. Step back to your side plank. Hold for a breath. With your exhale, come back to plank and move through your vinyasa. Meeting me back in downward facing dog. Hold for a breath. Exhale, ripple to the top of high plank. Open to side plank on your right, lifting the left leg, bending the knee. Step the foot forwards to come to your twisted lunge. Gaze up, reach through the left fingertips. Press off the mat, come up, inhale. Exhale, spin open, warrior 2. Relax the shoulders. Flip the front palm to reverse with your inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Back foot turns to face forwards. Lower the right hand down, returning to twisted lunge. Step back to your side plank, holding for a breath. Exhale, finding plank. And moving through your vinyasa. Pausing in each pose. Meeting me back in downward dog. Hold for a breath in. Exhale, empty out. Ripple to the top of a high plank. Open to side plank on your left. Then reach your right leg up into what I call a star side plank. Slowly sweep the leg forwards. Then spin both feet to face the left side of the mat, coming into a twisted straddle. Gaze up, reach through the right fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, turn your feet to face forwards. Lower the right hand down, coming to pyramid. Using the fingertips resting on the floor. Bend your knees so that you can reach if you need to. Inhale to lift your chest. Exhale to dive forwards. Inhale to lift. Waving the spine. Exhale to lower. Final time, inhale, lift. Exhale, dive. The right hand will catch the back of the front heel. Shift your weight forwards, lift the back leg up into standing splits. Toes reaching towards the sky here. Start to bend the grounded leg. Lower your back shin down to the mat. So you're landing with right foot crossed over the tops of the back leg. Sit the hips down, twist to your right. Lift from the crown of your head, hold for breath in. Exhale, twist a little deeper. 2 more breaths like this. Letting the pose evolve with each breath. Beautiful. Turn to face forwards. Shift weight into the front foot. You can use your hands for support. Extend the back leg down the mat. Lower the knee, coming into low lunge. Interlace your fingers. Flip the palms to reach up as you draw your arms back. Plant the hands, step back to plank. You can either take a vinyasa or just go straight to downward dog. The choice is yours. From down dog, take a full breath in. Exhale to empty out. Ripple to high plank. Open out to side plank on the right. Lift the left leg high, find your star side plank. And super slowly sweep the leg forwards. Spin the feet to the right side of the mat to come to a twisted straddle. Reaching through the left fingertips, hold for breath in. Exhale, feet turn to face forwards. Lower the left hand down for your pyramid. Then bending the knees if you need to, so the floor is within reach. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, dive down. Inhale to lift. Exhale to dive. One more, inhale, lift. Exhale to dive. Left hand catches the back of the front heel. Shift forwards. Lift the back leg up for standing side splits. Reach your toes skywards. Beautiful. Start to bend the grounded leg. Lower the back shin down to the mat so that you can sit down. And then you can always readjust if you need to, crossing the front leg over the top. Turn to the left to come into a twist. Inhale, lengthening from the crown of your head. Exhale, twisting a little deeper. 2 more breaths like this. Release the twist, face forwards. Shift weight into the front foot. You can use your hands for support here. Extend the back leg down the mat and come into low lunge. Interlacing your fingers, flipping your palms, arms reach up. Deepening the breath here. Plant the hands, step back to plank. From your plank, lower your knees. Reach your arms forwards, come up onto tented fingers. And slowly lower the chest down into a puppy pose. Resting the forehead or the chin on the mat, whichever feels best. Then leading with your lower back, start to round and ripple your spine all the way forwards to lie down on your belly. Staying on your fingertips here, bend the right leg, roll to the left side of the mat, and plant the foot behind you. With an inhale, lift up to find Wild Thing. With an exhale, start to pick up your right foot, finding a side plank. And slowly step the foot forwards to come into lizard. Pause a moment in lizard. Take a deep breath in. With your exhale, spin your back foot open. Start to sink your hips to your right heel, finding skandasana. You can use your hands for support here or bring hands to prayer. And then pressing off your right foot, start to extend the right leg, bend the left, shifting to skandasana on the other side. Pausing a few breaths here. Turn to face the back of your mat, finding your lizard. Pause for a breath. And then turning to come into side plank on your right, picking up the left foot. Place the foot behind you, spin open for Wild Thing. Big breath in. Exhale. Picking up the foot once more, come back to side plank. Step the foot forwards, going straight into your skandasana. Sinking hips to left heel. Stay as low as you can as you shift towards the front of your mat. Turn to face forwards and step back to plank. From plank, lower your knees. Sit your hips to heels. Reach the arms forwards, pausing in child's pose. Leading with your lower back. Start to round your spine, ripple all the way forwards. Come and lie on your belly. With your inhale, lift up into cobra. With your exhale, roll over the tops of your feet, push back to downward facing dog. Lifting the left leg high, open out your hip. And cross the left leg over the top of the right. Coming to side plank on your left. Keep squeezing the legs together to help with the balance here. Then sit your hips down. Right elbow comes to the outside of the left knee. So you're landing in a twist. Gaze over your left shoulder. Hold for breath in. With your exhale, turn to face the front of your mat. Come back into downward facing dog. Lift the right leg high, open out the hip. Exhale, crossing right leg over left. Come into side plank on your right, squeezing the legs together. And slowly sit the hips down. Left elbow comes to the outside of the right knee, gently pressing against the knee as you twist. Lift from the crown of your head, hold for breath in. With your exhale, turn to face forwards, come back to down dog. Lift the left leg high, open out the hip, bend the knee. Then sweeping the knee forwards to tap the left wrist. Come down into pigeon pose. Tuck the back toes and edge your back toes down the mat to create more space. Walk your hands to the right side, coming into a twist. You can either stay here on your fingertips, or you could start to come down to the forearms if it's available, deepening the twist. Starting to slow things down now. No need to force anything. Give your body time. Inhale to lift the chest, turn to face forwards. Then swing your back leg forwards and stack the legs for double pigeon. So both feet are in line with both knees. You can either stay in a seated upright position or you could start to fold forwards here. Relaxing chin to chest. Continuing to slow down. Lift the chest, sweep the top leg all the way back into pigeon. Plant your hands on the mat and extend this front leg out to the right side. Reach your right arm up, spinning open for fallen star. Big breath in. With your exhale, sink the hips down. Face the space in between your legs and slowly walk your hands away from you to guide yourself into a fold. Lifting the chest, turn to face forwards and step back to downward dog. Lift the right leg high, open the hip, bend the knee. Then tap right knee to the right wrist. Come into pigeon. Scooching that back foot down the mat to create space. Then turn to the left side, either using your fingertips for support or coming down to the forearms for a deeper experience. Turn to face forwards, sweep the back leg forwards and stack the legs. So feet align with the knees, either staying in an upright position or folding forwards. Lifting the chest, sweep the leg back, plant your hands, and extend the front leg out to the left side. Reach the left arm up, spin open for fallen star. Inhale. Exhale, lower the hips. And then fold forwards in between the legs. Maybe this time you take the legs a little wider. Inhale to lift the chest. Turn to face forwards. Step back to down dog. And then pedaling out your legs, swinging your hips from side to side. Start to walk your feet little by little towards the top of your mat. And step your feet as wide as your mat. Sink your hips down, coming into malasana. You could either stay in stillness or continue moving side to side, finding what feels good. And extending the legs, coming into a wide forward fold. So angling the crown of the head down to the mat. You may want to widen your stance slightly so that you can bring the crown all the way down to the mat. If the crown is there, start to walk your hands through your legs, bending your arms so that your elbows stack your wrists. For those that would like to work into handstand, you can begin to shift forwards, bringing the weight onto the crown of the head. If you're just learning, then just stay here. So you're just practicing shifting weight, finding that lightness of the feet, more weight in the head. If you are practiced with headstand, then lift the feet, maybe staying in a straddle, finding what works for you. Keeping the breath steady. If you're in headstand, lower the feet down. Inhale, lift the chest halfway. Step your feet in hips width. Bend your knees, wrap your arms around your legs. Coming into like a chair position, hugging the legs. You can either stay here with bent legs or you can start to straighten them. Coming into a deeper fold. Relax your chin into your chest, let the back of the neck lengthen. Really relaxing into position as best you can. Bring fingertips to thighs. Inhale, lift your chest halfway, straighten the legs. Exhale to fold, planting the hands, stepping back to plank. And slowly lowering down to your belly. Relaxing the arms by your side. With your inhale, lift your legs. Reach your arms back behind you so you're just balancing on your belly. Option to stay here with legs extended, or you could bend your knees, catch your ankles to come into bow. Pressing the feet against the hands, rolling your shoulders back. Slowly release. Create a pillow with the arms, stacking one forearm on top of the other. Rest your head. And just rock your hips side to side. Release any tension in the lower back. Start to slow down. Really soften into the support of the ground here. Then lifting your chest, thread the left arm under the right, bend the right knee up the side of the mat, and turn open, reaching the right arm back behind you, coming into a supine twist. If this is your first time entering from that way, it may feel a little confusing. Just take a moment to familiarize yourself with where you are. Start to soften the eyes closed now. Give yourself permission to completely let go. Roll back onto your belly. And then thread the right arm under the left, bending the left knee up the side of the mat, reaching the left arm behind you, coming into your spine twist. Making any adjustments you need to before settling into stillness. And stay lying on your back, but just release the twist. Hug your knees into your chest. And take a gentle rock side to side, massaging the back. Option to keep the knees together, to open them wide, or to come into happy baby. And release the hold of the knees. Lower your feet to the mat. Bring your feet together and open your knees wide. Rest your hands on your belly. Roll your shoulders down your back. And we'll settle in. You have the option to stay here as your final resting position. If you'd prefer shavasana or something else, then that's also an option. Just bringing your awareness back to the space. Very slowly inviting some movement into your body. Hug your knees into your chest. And roll onto your side. No need to hurry. Take a few moments here. Then join me back in a seated position. And that completes the end of this fluid flow. I hope that you enjoyed the many twists and turns of this practice. Thank you for your time. I'll see you for the next one.